Hello, rusty pigeons. Thank you for watching. We are doing a deep dive in the classic 890 jump from Origin today. It's a ship review of one of the biggest capital ships that is in the role of luxury and exploration. First we will get some specifications, and after that we will continue with the tour. Yes. Yeah, if you like this ship, it's up to you, of course. If you have a purpose for it, or if you want to gather enough resources and money with your organization to buy one, it's all up to you. We will start the tour of the 890 jump by ORIGIN JUMPWORKS. It's a little bit different. We don't go into a hangar this time, but we need to visit a docking port. I don't know if you did this already in Star Citizen, but it's not common for me. Let's put it that way. I have put some text in the screen as well, with some explanation of things that you will see throughout this tour. It's a very lengthy tour, but I think it will do justice to the ship. It's till now the largest capital ship from Origin, and therefore it deserves this attention, I think. Too bad it wasn't day at the planet site, so we are just in the lounge. We are the boarding room or lounge area for boarding. Here your passengers and your crew will check in to visit your 890 jump if it's yours. It's a very long corridor, especially when you are wearing armor and a big backpack and so on and so on. Maybe I had to change gear for a while, put on my sweet hat, my golden hat and my suit, but nope, we will do it this way. Yeah, the basic dimensions you already saw in the beginning with the specifications of the ship. This is the way you enter the ship. It's through the docking collar. This is the room for some EVA suits. It's on this side of the ship and on the other side of this corridor. It's a very huge ship. For now there is only some small lightning, so if I turn on the power of the ship, which I will do in a minute, it will be probably lit, and we will see all the nice details, of course. This is the atrium. It's the big gathering room in the ship. Yeah, you can put a party in here, of course, or maybe invite an opera singer or just a DJ to have a big house party, that sort of stuff. There is a lot of art also in the ship. It's very exclusive, very niche, and yeah, very well detailed and organized. I think the power of this ship is with its resemblance of rich and pure and natural, but also like power of economics or business wise. I can see you doing business here with the Banu or with some other alien race over some trade commodities that you are wanting to sell or wanting to buy. Just take them on a nice tour through the galaxy or through multiple galaxies, because it's also some sort of touring ship that is also capable of doing some deep space exploration. This is the main bridge for the captain and the co-pilots, of course. There is a huge sphere. It's in the future it will be filled with all sorts of map points and a holo map, I think. You have a nice view over the hangar, and in front of this there is the man turret, or one of the man turrets. Now let's get going. I am curious what you are liking from this ship, or what you don't like from this ship, because it's a very niche market. In our real world, I must always think of like products of Apple or brands of Apple or Tesla, or maybe Ferrari or Lamborghini, some of the exclusive brands that are in our world. It just has this really niche market, I think, and also a niche audience. You will see the ship from the outside. I also had put up some information on screen, so you can pause the video if you like to have some more information. We are now going to undock and leave the airport of Origin Spaceport, I must say. And we will jump to the Magnus jump point. It's new, added in the latest patch 3.21, I must say. We are disconnected and we are just gonna power up the ship and fly out. It's, of course, because it's 210 meters long and like 80 meters wide, it's a very hefty ship. So it's not as responsive as a small spacecraft, of course, but putting on the afterburners will help a lot. also help a lot to burn a lot of hydrogen, of course, and it's not free, but we will have to pay the bill at a later stage, I think. You can also have a view at the atrium at the outside. It's like this glass dome, this glass window. We had some nice lighting from the sides. Very nice, very nice. We will see the ship in a few moments, much nicer if we are traveling in a quantum travel next to the sun. It will be probably lit. Yeah, I like the design. I must say it has a resemblance of this super yachts that we are having in our own world. Origin has the design language of this style of yachts. There is also the 600i variant. It's a little bit smaller ship. It's still a large one, but it's a little bit smaller. It's also for passenger transport, and there is a module for exploration. And there is the 400i, and it's a small niche exploration ship for 1 to 3 persons, I think. And it also has this shape of a catamaran. It's this type of ocean vessel in our real world. It's very distinctive. I find it very very attractive. It's a nice design. But also it's one design language throughout all the design that they put out in from Origin. Yeah, for now, because we are traveling from Origin, it's the capital city of Crusader, and Crusader is a gas giant, so there is no surface beneath us. There's only some gas and some space whales or some sort of animal that is floating around through the gas. That's the story and the lore of Crusader and the city Origin. Origin is also home of the ship manufacturer Crusader. Crusader has also some, I think some very decent design language, but it's not as rich and powerful, I think, as Origin. But they make a lot of more like clean, functional ships with other purposes. Yeah, if we have a look at the fuel gauges, hydrogen and quantum fuel, it has a lot, of course, because it needs to travel long distances. Also, I can imagine that you take people out on a cruise. They pay a hefty sum of alpha UEC credits, in-game credits, of course, and just have a travel between the stars, just like we are doing in our own world in the oceans with these massive cruise vessels, these cruise ships. I don't know if there is in the future another capital ship even bigger from Origin than this. I don't know. This is it's several years old already. It's like, I think 4 or 5 years old that they put it in game, so it has some pretty decent standards, but also it needs a little bit of update on some features that the newer ships that brought out recently have, like little light switches, little cabinets that you can open and put storage in, that sort of stuff. So it's but we will see. If you are looking at the website from robotspaceindustries.com. You will see also some specifications, but the website, it's also called the Matrix of Lies, and it's because it's most of the time very outdated. So they are patching this ship in a recent patch, for example with cargo, and they don't mention it on the site. So on the Robot Space Industries site, there is mentioned that there is 460 SCU of cargo, but in game it has only 388, I think, right now. But they will change it, and they will address this features in the future, of course. Oh yeah, here it says. Yeah, but keep in mind, it's not like this trading vessel. You of course can haul some cargo if you like, but it's nothing compared to MISC Hull C or Hull D. That is like starting out with like 4,000 SCU. It's more like this niche cargo, I think, very valuable cargo. I'm just I'm just speeding up this moment. We are now starting the tour in the ship. The ship is traveling in quantum travel, so it don't need our attention right now. It will stop automatically if we are at our destination, and we will start our tour. The lights are on, and we will just have a look inside of some cabinets, inside of some rooms, some features that it has, because it's a really packed ship. It has a lot of features, all sorts of small details, but also some very handy and useful things if you are really exploring the world or the galaxies around you, and even if you are in trouble. We have a small hospital, a med bay with a tier 2 size bed here, so that you can heal yourself, or your crew can heal you. Or and also it has a hangar bay and a garage vehicle bay, so you can take out vehicles and smaller spaceships to explore and come back at this home away from home. So this is crazy. You have this aquarium in your own spaceship. Of course, you need to find some fish or space crabs, or I don't know what sort of animals that will fit in it, but you of course will fill it throughout your journeys. This is the captain's quarter. It has its own kitchenette, its own dining table, sleeping room, bedroom, working office, his own some small little seating areas where you can just relax or talk to your staff or your crew, or it's captain quarters, but I think it's also the room for the owner of the ship, or the company owner of the ship, because there are situations, of course, that the captain is also just part of the crew, and the crew quarters are downstairs. We will visit them in some time. But it's really, really nicely packed with all sorts of small detailed accessories. So it's scale models, some pieces of art, but you can also in the future decorate your own rooms. You can put some things on these shelves, that sort of stuff, and it will stay there. So you can really make it your own. Okay, on through the atrium to the front side of the ship. Also this marble looking stone. It's I don't know if it's really marble or some other stuff. I don't know, of course, but it seems pretty expensive, very richy. I think the ship. It's also weighing like 44 million kilograms and some more. So it's really, really hefty. Here are some guest quarters, left and right. They all look the same for now. They have a bedroom, a sleeping area, some small office space and some relax game space. Also an aquarium, why not? But it's really classy. It has this very powerful and rich, exclusive look, with these dark walls, with the lightning, with these surfaces that are like all designed. They are not like straight lines. It's all shaped in a very comfortable and exclusive, expensive style. Here we have some toilets, because we are almost entering the restaurant, the bar, and the negotiation table, or business negotiation table. Excuse me, it's not my native tongue, this English, but I will do my best, of course, and also try to search for the right words. But I will keep getting better at it if I do more movies or more videos editing like this, and talk you guys through these tours of these beautiful ships of Star Citizen that the developers created from Robert Space Industries. This is the restaurant, the dining area. I find it very, it's chic. It's very exclusive. This is the negotiation or meeting table. It has this lookout to the front of the ship, to the deck of the hangar bay. So you can also put a small ship on top of this hangar bay, because it has its own gravity field, so it will stuck to it. I don't think you can jump through quantum drive, but you can certainly just fly in space with it. This is the crew entrance to the bar and to the restaurant, because they will bring up the food and the drinks and all the necessaries through the customers that are, or the guests that are just having a good time, of course, in the restaurant and in the bar. And we will go to the spa and pool area right now. So we will go to floor 1. It's really a maze. You have to get used to it. If you want, of course, by just spending some hours on the ship. This is some spa, just to relax, of course. At the opposite side you have some showers, some changing rooms, but also the saunas, also very, very nicely made with this Scandinavian design look, with natural wood, this natural tiles, stone tiles, some copper and gold elements in it. Really nice, really nice. Then we will go on the tour. And this is, of course, one of the biggest special things that you have on the ship, your own pool. So it has this lounge beds. I think you can change the light of the ceiling. There are no windows here, so it's just no view outside. So I don't know if it's a real plant or just a fake one, but I think they will make it in the future that plants grow everywhere. Left and right are some escape rafts, and this is the small space under the atrium. And we will first continue our tour to the technical deck. There is this manual ladder that you can use if the power is out in the ship. You need to go to to several levels of the ship, and it can be done manually. These are the escape rafts. Not an escape pod, but it's a raft. And in the documentary it says that you can comfortably live there for several days just to wait for your pickup that is coming to pick you up, of course, after an incident with the ship or with some sort of catastrophic situation. We are going down to the technical bay, to the engineering deck. These are, I think, the jump drives, but also like the inside of the engines. So it's really detailed. Yeah, I like this style, this very clean, but also just warm, yeah, welcoming feeling. Also in the technical department, it's yeah, clean. We have several components here. And a big elevator. It's the elevator for bringing cargo onto your ship or vehicles. Just have a look at this animation. There is an airlock mechanism inside. So you will just see these glass plating on top just to shut it off, and then the elevator will continue its way down. Yeah, and it can comfortably fit like very large vehicles, like even Nova tanks or Centurions or that sort of vehicles. And also a lot of smaller vehicles if you like. Yeah, it's very... also in the bottom, in the layer where the elevator is right now, you see some small components hidden away also. This is, I think, the gravity drive, the grav drive. Life support systems. Yeah, it's really cool animated. Of course, I don't know how all these techniques will work, but they will find a way in the future, of course. We will move up to the deck of the crew quarters and the hangar bay, and also the med bay is here at the right side, but we will, yeah, we will have a look at it in a few. This is the ladder, the end of the exit of the ladder that we just looked at on top. Here are some escape pods for the crew members, because you can maximum have eight crew members, so you have 8 escape pods. And the internal bridge. The internal bridge is also like a special module. The bridge the bridge on top is very fancy, of course, but if you are attacked or just in a hazardous space, or there is something wrong with the ship, you can retract to this internal bridge, and you can fully control the ship from the inside. Of course, you have to rely on sensors and cameras and that sort of stuff. In the game, we can just put the F4 button for the third-person view, of course. But it's really, yeah, really nice to have this backup bridge for dire situations. You can also manage all your defensive materials, like missile pods. Manned turrets must be manned manually, of course, but it's also on the same level. And just the turrets, the remote turrets, can be operated by the co-pilots. Just having a little sip of water, because it's a long talk, of course. It's no champagne. Too bad. Champagne is still in the fridge in the ship. Okay, we will continue. Here is the kitchen and the pantry. So it's your yeah, all your food necessitaries are here. Necessitaries. I don't know if it's pronounced, but we need food to eat, to live. So this is the food area. And also the elevator that will bring the food up to the restaurant or the bar. This is the crew area. So they have their own dining room and relaxation area, and also bedrooms, and adjacent all the sleeping quarters. So they are all personal. So it's really good. It's very comfortable for the crew. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was this wasn't intended. I was very happy that I didn't die with this bug, of course, because you see in the left corner my health dropping to 40% and still dropping, so I'm bleeding out. But it has something to do with the alpha status of the game, of course, and sometimes it's a little bit buggy. I had this luck that I was in the medical bay, and I just could lay down on the bed and repair myself. But it has something to do with the animation, of course, that you will go sifting through this wall to this console, this medical console at the left of the bed. You will see in the left corner that the food and my health is restored to 100%. So that's very nice. So here you can put guests or just your crew members if they are hurt. Or maybe if you are on a rescue mission. I just had a look at this again, but it was really the console who was creating this problem with getting stuck into the wall. But you can exit the bed from the wall. So I tried to lay down and then I tried to cancel the action and it worked. Luckily, because otherwise I had to do this part all over again for this very nice review. But it is what it is. Get out of here quickly. Left side was the engineering bay, and at the right side it's the lounge area, the waiting area for the guests if they are arriving by shuttle in the hangar. This is the airlock for the hangar bay, and this is the huge hangar bay, the private hangar of the 890 Jump. It can fit comfortably 300i. It's also a small ship from Origin, or just some other fancy ships like fighters, but also shuttles, so you can take your guests planet side, because it's not, I don't think it's not very doable to go planet side every time. You will burn through your fuel. Your fuel tanks will be empty if you are going down and up all the time. So you just go down with a small aircraft and come back in space to this huge behemoth capital ship, luxury cruise ship in space thingy from Origin. Yeah, this was something else. When I tried it the day before, it worked. It is the entrance to the manned turret in front. It has some massive turrets, of course, so it can hand and defend off itself pretty well to enemy fighters or pirates in light fighters or even medium fighters. It doesn't have any huge gun or something hidden away. It's just massive turrets and some rockets, missiles. We will go do some small tour around the ship on the outside, of course. Always remember, put on your helmet, because otherwise you will choke. Here you can see the negotiation table at the right side and the bridge above it. You see I have gravity here, but if you leave the pad, you are going to be floating in space, of course. Luckily, all of our suits are equipped with this, I think, pressure thrusters that will keep us maneuvering in space very good. Here in front is the manned turret that I couldn't get to, but it will pop out. I think it's a very nice detail that you don't see the guns or the rockets. If you are coming through with this ship and you are going to a meeting or just strange planets or new planets that you want to visit, and there are some other life forms, you don't want to be threatening by pulling out all sorts of guns. You come in peace, you come to negotiate, but if the peep hits the fan, then you take out your guns and you will be off again, of course, but also you can defend yourself pretty well. Here on top, at the bottom of the ship, is also a turret, a manned turret, and at the sides and on top of the bridge is also a turret. Yeah, you can see here the VTOL thrusters. The VTOL thrusters are the thrusters that are necessary to get this massive ship from planet to space. I was trying to get this elevator opening for us so that we can continue from inside the engineering bay, but I don't know, maybe I missed a little button somewhere. I don't know, or maybe there was some other thing. Maybe I didn't pay the bill to Origin and they cut me off. No, joking just. But we will continue our way with the personnel elevator at the back. It's a smaller elevator, but it is the elevator that you are using if you are on planet side or landed on a platform or something, or maybe on a docking bay, or just if you can't use the docking collars, then you have to go out by the elevator. But there is no button, as you see. It's just call the elevator and just get me back to this natural position, of course, that I'm in line with the ship again. Cannot imagine if you're having a VR headset right now and watching this movie, because I would get sick if I saw all this movement. It also has a gravity field, so you are just glued on the surface, and you can walk on it, stand on it. So it's an elevator for like 4 to 5 people that you can comfortably move up into the back of the ship. We will be at the same hallway as we entered the ship in the beginning of our tour, through the docking collars. And that was the whole tour of the ship. I am just going to get to the spaceport with this very nice and detailed ship, and I am just try to get docking clearance and to dock this ship. It's also one of the first times for me that I'm using this docking system. It's very intuitive, I think they called it then. It's some mechanism that you need to align some dots to get in the right angle, of course, that the docking mechanism can lock to the ship. So we will just charge up the jump drive, but the quantum drive, it's a capital class components. You can't change these components, so you have to do what it is, but maybe you can tune them or tweak them in the future. But it takes a long time until it spools charged, and then you can use it. But this is what it is, of course. It's not a small nimble vessel, it's a large capital ship from Origin. Also this, it's just popping in a little bit. We don't have loading screens, of course, in Star Citizen, but some textures also depending on your system that you are running the game on, of course, is creating these pop-ins, and maybe some server issues also. So there is the Magnus Jump Station near the Magnus Jump Hole. There are, as of now, not yet jump holes active here, but there will be in the future. We are in Stanton right now, the Galaxy Stanton, and this was pretty new. I didn't visit it before here, so I just was curious, taking a look at the station, but also trying to dock the ship or put it down in the hangar, but it was docking. A little sip of water. Okay, now if we are close enough, we can contact the docking, the landing service. You need to be very careful also with this big ship. It's very strong, of course, but you don't want to bump into any station or that sort of stuff to blow it up. So you have to be mindful of the power that you are giving through to the engines. Yeah, you will see the mechanism here, the mechanism of the docking collar, because I can't see the docking collar outside of the ship. I was just trying to get the small balls aligned with the center of the crosshair, but I noticed that they were becoming green, except of red. But then I was noticing that I also needed to steer the ship to the docking bay first, and then start to focus on the dots, of course. But for every time there is a time that you must learn and try new things, of course, in life. So also in Star Citizen. But I think if you are really piloting this ship and maneuvering this ship also through jump holes and that sort of stuff, you really need some practice. And you are really, I think, must be dedicated to the role of captain or pilot of this ship, of co-pilot. Now we can do it solo, but in the future of Star Citizen, we will be managing this with our NPC crews or just our friends in game, because it's you need to keep an eye out on so much things that are relevant for flying and for your safety, of course. And also you don't want to have the customers or the guests tumbling through your ship if you are trying to board and maneuver some docking collar, of course. Yeah, the future of the game, in my eyes, is very bright. I backed this game from 2014, like January, or 2013, 2014. I bought my first Aurora in the pledge pack. I played the games from Chris Roberts, like Freelancer, and the game before. Can't come up the name right now, but I like the games. I like the vision of this man. I like the vision of the company right now. What they are making and achieving with this game, with this universe, multiple universes, is magnificent. It's really astonishing. In my time when I pledged, of course, in like 10 years ago, I was happy to see my, also at that time, really nicely worked out Aurora and my own ship. I could open the door and go inside, but nothing more. You couldn't fly anything. You just walked in your hangar and just was waiting for the next patches or the next year so that it was maybe flyable. And of course they had in the past many times that they are more of over-promising things that they could achieve, but in the end they almost achieved anything what they said. So it's really nice. I think it at this time, like November 2023, I think they collected with the Kickstarter project and the pledge money, like almost $700 or $800 million dollars, and with some private investments, I think it's almost like $1 billion. But if you put it in perspective, it's not that much if you are looking at a company like Blizzard, or like the company of Grand Theft Auto, or Activision. They spend millions and billions each year. So, and what they are achieving, of course, is also great. Also very nice projects, but they also have this development time. They also have this very, very huge staff, pool of staff members, of course, like thousands of employees. And this Robert Space Industries, the CIG from Chris Roberts, has to grow from like 10 years ago, from like 6 enthusiastic, passionate people into like, I think now they have taken over some small studio in Canada. And they are right now at 1,200 people. Yeah, you see me struggle a little bit. I'm positioning the docking collar in front of this docking mechanism of this corridor, and it was a go. It was an automated docking. If you are close enough, you can press N, and the ship will then automatically dock. So it's you don't have to be really into the really tidy details. Of course, it's just positioning it right, and there it is, connected to the station. You can refuel, repair at stations, and now I think it's time for a cup of coffee, and we'll be done. Okay, now thank you very much for watching till the end. If you watched it till the end, if you only were here for the how do you call it, for the specifications and the front of the review, it is also fine, of course. That's the reason why I am doing it, the concept at this way. First we put on the specifications, and then we are just touring the ships, having a little chat, also looking at the future, also looking at the status of the game, and yeah, really nice to just talk to some enthusiastic people that are also wanted to be in the universe and be part of this journey. Because I think, if we are truly honest, in our lifetime and maybe in our children's lifetime, we are not going to leave our very nice planet, of course. It's just maybe we will see that the travel to Mars if it's becoming a reality, but for now it's just this will be our escape to the galaxy, to the universe, and also being a part of it in this massive multiplayer online game, Star Citizen. I'm also looking forward to Squadron 42, of course, the single-player game, because it will give you a good head start to become acquainted with all the systems. Sometimes no floor, and you can fall through it. So be careful if you are coming to new stations or you see this lag. Just don't step on it. Just wait. You don't have to buy the ship with real money, of course. You can just buy a starter pack and just start playing. It's like $45, I think, and maybe some very nice package also if you are buying it at an event. But you can also pledge more money if you like to become this game faster a reality, of course, because they need money. Okay, thank you very much for watching again, and I will do my move. And I hope I see you next time or with one of my other reviews. And now I'm just going off into this new station. Never been here before, so just searching for the coffee machine is step one. It was already strange that all the people are lining up here, so maybe there is no coffee machine, or they are also searching for the damn coffee machine. There is a medical clinic here. Just like in every space station, you also have levels here in the space station, like the gallery, the refinery, the cargo center, and the hangar and habs. Just have a look at the gallery. But I was noticing some strange things and gatherings. Also a very nice machine, little Hoover bike from Drake. Just have a look, but it was, all the shops are looking empty, so nothing to sell here, I think. Damn, nothing to sell, Chris. Oh man, where is the coffee? I'm in need of coffee. I'm just chatting for an hour almost. Also no armor, no clothing, so it's all empty. Damn. But yeah, we are still in alpha, but we just toured one of the greatest and nicest ships in Star Citizen, I think. The 890 Jump from Origin JumpWorks. And yeah, I take this with a grain of salt. Not salt Mike, but a grain of salt. Because there is much to improve, but day by day, step by step, we will evolve, and we will also participate in creating this game with our feedback, with our contribution. Thank you for watching. See you next time.